Hi Sriman, welcome to PowerUp with Pradeep.
Alright, welcome back to the channel. What's up guys? कैसे हो? ఎలా ఉన్నారు? Hope everyone is doing great.
How much time did you take from idea stage to getting into execution
You shouldn't ask me that.
on the version 2.0 of anyone, right?
Move to your second version. I want everyone to get this message that when I got into a corporate job, then I was like, I'm stuck here, looking at this air conditioner in front of me. I literally got up and walked off. I will do something that I don't need to convince the society, my wife, my mom, my dad. I'll do something that convinces me.
I see all the content creators getting into this 2.0 version and starting the business.
Especially in content creation, because this doesn't pay you well.
At what stage and what is the revenue that you're making?
1 month it might be.
So where do you source your apparel from?
My partner would know all this better because I am taking care of as core, as a founder or whatever. Your main idea should be, I put 10 rupees, do I get 11 rupees back?
I want to learn more on the content journey that you had.
There was my bike down. I went and first hit record and started shooting it. I was alone in the lawn. My wife went to a job. I'm doing all this crap here.
Was there a point in time where you felt I should give this up?
I can't do that because I don't know what to do. So first, my salary when I joined a job was like 6,000 rupees or something. I got a jeans, denims. That itself was 3,000 and change.
Yeah.
And I was left with 3,000 rupees for the whole month. We did all these things and then we used to end of the month. Sometimes there is no money.
I've seen one of your videos and you survived a massive accident.
The moment I switched on the communicator, there's a bang. It was such a big bang sound that I thought I'm dead firstly. This is the first time we are having so much fun in a podcast, like formula kursunangani, but still good. This is how it should be. This opens up a lot of things.
Right.
Okay, please continue this. Don't cut anything.
Hi Sriman, welcome to PowerUp with Pradeep.
Hello Pradeep. Thanks for inviting. ఇప్పుడు తెలుగులో మాట్లాడాలి ఇంగ్లీష్ లో చెప్పాలా?
English.
Oh, English? Oh, then I'm very comfortable. I'm very comfortable in Telugu also.
Okay.
The time I change this, I mean, when I see the camera,
Right.
a lot of my audience know this.
Right.
The moment there's a camera in front of me, automatically English వచ్చేస్తుంది. I mean, I start talking in English because I got used to that.
Oh,
Because
right.
I started vlogging in English all the time. The moment I see a camera, automatically adi lopata there are some sensors that activate. This is the first time we are having so much fun in a podcast, like formula kursunangani, but still good. This is how it should be. This opens up a lot of things.
Right. Right.
Okay, please continue this. Don't cut anything. This is how a podcast should be. Because the first, I mean, again, I want to repeat this. But
Yeah.
the thing is, whenever I see the camera, right, automatically I speak in English.
Right.
Because this is how I
Right.
started my vlogging.
Yeah.
I thought that time YouTube has only English audience.
Sure.
Because 6 or 7 years back, there was no Telugu people watching YouTube that
Right,
much. There were
right,
some people,
right.
but not that much.
Yeah.
So what I used to think is only English-speaking people would watch videos, and then I
Yeah.
started making in English.
Yeah.
And slowly, one more thing was that I started YouTube so that I grow my confidence and also, become more confident in front of the camera,
Right.
and also learn English in the process.
Right. Right.
Because before that, I didn't know how to speak English much.
Got it.
ఇప్పుడు కూడా ప్రో కాదు, బట్ స్టిల్ ఐ కెన్ మేనేజ్
Oh.
కంపేర్ టు దట్ టైమ్.
Nobody will say you're not a pro, man.
Yeah, that's a nice compliment, but actually I think you could always get better.
Sure.
But slowly, all this talking to the cameras and doing this on a daily basis, slowly I
Right.
got very comfortable with it.
That's nice.
We stand here now. But Telugu, if I have to talk, but when we meet, like
Yeah.
I keep meeting you randomly.
Correct.
That time, man Telugulo we speak in Telugu.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Most
very
of the time
natural.
we are hitting each
Yeah.
other in gym.
Correct. And the moment you open a camera in front of me,
Right.
our Telugu will automatically change to English. The lens is the problem for me.
Got that.
Yeah.
So, Sriman, probably let's start. See, people know that you are a YouTuber, especially Moto vlogger, right?
Right.
And you do a lot of vlogs. I wanted to start with your business.
Right.
You have
Okay,
recently...
first, before all this,
Yeah.
we have to, whoever is a new audience here, or my
Right.
audience, we have to appreciate Pradeep. Because he's pretty new, but then I thought about it. Someone who is putting so much of passion into something, after quitting a job, actually I have to do this podcast. You have to interview Pradeep actually. He's starting up pretty new, and the way he set up things within a month, 2 months.
I took 2
max,
months.
Max
2
2
months.
months.
Yeah.
Everything is sorted. He got his cameras. I wouldn't put this much of investment, though being like a moderate YouTuber or whatever. But the kind of jump, the leap you took, which is very important for today's people, today's youth, today's youngsters, or even me actually. This is definitely an inspiration.
Yeah.
Because when I spoke to you first that you wanted to start something, I remember meeting you in the park. He stays in our same community. And I met him once in the park, and he was telling me, Sriman, I know that you're a YouTuber. I want to also pursue this. I'm in a corporate job right now, but I want to quit that and get into this. It felt very inspiring. Now someone wants to leave a job and become a YouTuber.
Right.
That sounded very challenging first. And then now we are doing a podcast. And this is within like 6 months and then we are doing this today.
Yeah.
It takes, that leap of faith, whatever you call that.
Right.
That small change is something that will get a lot of things in your life.
Right.
Is what I believe in. Even me, in my career, I also quit a job and then started YouTube.
Right.
For me also, there is one day where you have to actually think about it and take that leap.
Yeah.
Till that day, you'll have a million doubts
Right.
whether this will be successful or not.
Yeah.
The thing is, you have to try it out and see. That's the only way. You can't ask 10 people. You can't go and ask a pro-level YouTuber that, will I be successful? Any business or anything in life you do, I believe that you should do it and see. Don't take any suggestions from anyone. Just do it. That will give you your answer.
I think thanks to you, I still remember that conversation we had on a serious note where we sat in the cafe and we discussed, right?
Right, yeah.
And especially my worry was I was on a very high-paying job, frankly.
That is even more challenging because when you know every month something is credited in your account, you have to quit that one day.
Yeah.
Next month, say you'll have zero credit, right? And then you have to start something in the unknown.
Yeah.
You don't even know if this will be successful. That itself, you're like 50% there.
Right.
You are 50% successful already.
Yeah.
Now from the remaining, I would say 90% successful.
Right.
The remaining 10% depends on, 5% depends on luck. And 5% I believe in that luck.
Right.
And then 5% also the other things that you do marketing wise or any effort you put for pushing it.
Right. In fact, since you brought in this, I'll probably add, you keep saying you are very quick, very fast, on the execution side. I come from startup typically, when PhonePe was not known in the market, I joined them at that stage.
Right.
Paytm was fairly there, but again, there I was like in a role where I had to start a vertical from scratch.
Okay.
And even before PhonePe, there was a company called Little, which got acquired.
Okay.
So I was there with them from ground zero,
okay,
till they exited. They got acquired by Paytm again.
Right.
So I was there from start till end.
Okay.
So my core has been always a startup and starting up things from ground. So this, we keep saying this in business, right? 0 to 1 journey.
Correct. Yeah.
And 1 to 100 journey. I have seen both.
Right.
I have seen, starting from 0, reaching up to 1 or 10, and then exiting. Exiting meaning company got acquired by somebody or sold out, right? And then company which is at 1, from there to 100. So I've seen both. So my forte has been business and execution. So that's my strength. That's how I see it.
Execution.
Yeah.
That is a key word. You executed.
Correct.
Good.
Correct. And thanks to you for that honest conversation that we had that day in the cafe.
No, even now I'm telling you, right? Honestly, I wanted to do this with you just because the drive you have.
Yeah.
Not everyone has this. I keep telling a lot of people to start something and all. Myself.
Right.
I have so many things in my head that I want to start, but the execution part, I can't do it. And when you're trying so much, I wanted to do something for you.
Got it.
This is the best, at least in today's date and time, I can do this for you. So I thought I'll do it. If I call my PR and ask them, they'll say not to do this right now.
Because less subscribers and all that.
No, it's pretty new. Sriman, you already have some base now.
Right.
You should start from a point.
Yeah.
This conversation will happen if I talk to the PR. They wouldn't allow me, but this is just for you.
Thank you.
Doing it,
that means a lot, Sriman.
Because
then.
you are also inspiring me.
Yeah.
In the execution. But we'll take his help somewhere.
I'll definitely help you on your venture, and that's where I was wanting to get into. In fact, but before getting to that, when I first knew that you were a YouTuber, honestly, I didn't knew. I think even before me knowing you were a YouTuber, we met couple of times in badminton court.
Right.
I don't know
Yes,
if you
yes,
realize.
yes,
You you and I played in the same side.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
were
I
partners
remember.
also.
Yeah.
But then I never knew that you were a YouTuber, right? And thanks to my friend Bangar Raju.
Okay.
He was my first colleague in the first company.
Okay.
He came to my house and we were going to parking and he saw your car. He's like,
Okay.
Arey, you know what? Sriman stays. This is Sriman's car. Does Sriman stay here? I'm like, who is Sriman? And then he says, Arey, we both are
Right.
motor enthusiasts, right? Biker, car,
Auto
all of that, right?
enthusiasts.
He's more passionate than me.
Okay.
So I think that's where his interest of watching you regularly
right.
came in. He's like, Vedava, telida niku? I'm like, why are you scolding me? He's very famous. People like you and me who are interested in cars and bikes definitely should know him. And there are a lot of people who follow him, right? I'm like, okay, let me check that out. Arey, this guy play badminton. that's how I got to know.
Come silently sit, play and go.
So that's the background. I think coming back to the conversation that I wanted to have, right? So you started. I'll get to your YouTube story later. I wanted to start with your business, right? 2.0.
2.0,
right?
yeah.
2.0. How did you start? Why did you start? I see a lot of creators getting into business. What is that thing which drives you to start?
For me personally, I mean, for everyone, it's his own way of thinking about starting a business.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I wanted to start something that challenges me.
Okay.
Because YouTube content creation has kind of become a very easy game for me.
Okay.
To make videos, at least in my genre.
Yeah.
But if I have to, when I started first, it was challenging.
Okay.
To capture myself, I had to take so many retakes.
Yeah.
I couldn't talk.
Okay.
And then I had to cut it. I thought I'll stop it. I can't talk.
Right.
And all this happened. That was a challenge.
Okay.
I was training my brain. It was like a proper physical workout happening for my brain and my body.
Okay.
To talk to the camera itself, this is the first part. Then the second part comes putting that in the laptop and then editing it and then putting the right music, doing all this and then publish it, and you don't know whether people will like it or not.
Right.
This was very challenging.
Okay.
Then came the bikes.
Okay.
So now I have to tour. I have to challenge myself, vlogging with the camera setup on the helmet, do a motor vlog, and then do all this after going to the hotel room, after checking in, edit all this content while you're tired, and then find music, find internet. Now internet is there everywhere, but that time we used to find places which had internet.
Okay.
We did all these challenges and then published the video.
Yeah.
So this was a good challenge that time.
Okay.
Slowly we got so used to it. I got so used to it that it became like a involuntary thing.
Oh, nice.
Like muscle memory.
Right.
Okay, we are here, we pick up the camera, we speak.
Got it.
Now what do we do? Next, go edit. It's like I'm talking to my friend, I'm editing on the go.
Right.
It becomes so easy that there's no challenge in it left.
Okay.
And I like to challenge myself. And it's like a gym, I always say this. You have to train your muscle.
Okay.
It should feel the fatigue. So, or it should feel that pinch. And you should break down your muscle tissues so that it grows next.
Got that.
Right. Now, for my brain, this has become so easy. It's not working. Like it doesn't have that effort.
Right.
It's become very easy.
Sure.
So I want to put some effort on it.
Right.
What is next? I could have come into another space, like something like this, a podcast or something like that.
Yeah.
Or start a business which challenges me.
Right.
And that is the primary reason I started a business.
Okay.
That I want to challenge myself. Let's see how difficult is it to start a business.
Right.
Because even opening a bank account, it starts from there to start a business.
Correct.
Our documents, e-documents, they ask so many things.
Yeah.
And then you set up everything, then get a payment gateway, then you set up the e-commerce site. From the outside, it looks very easy, or people who are doing it, it is easy for them.
Got it.
But starting with that challenge is there.
Yeah.
I want to challenge myself that way. This is one part of the software part.
Right.
Now, where do you get your t-shirts from? Who is the designer of the t-shirt?
Yeah.
What is the theme of it? Who is going to package this? Who is going to send it? Who is going to ship it? Logistics and all these challenges is exciting for me.
Got it.
It drains you out in a full day.
Right.
And that I think that is what gives you that motivation to live.
Okay.
Right? To get up in the morning.
Yeah.
That there is a challenge. I need to go through it. I need to solve this. This is the primary reason I wanted to start it. I want to start 2.0.
Okay.
Second thing is also, you are at one level in your life.
Yeah.
That is at a certain level. Let's say you, for example, everyone has a 2.0 version of themselves within them.
Yeah.
You are 1.0 version when you were in your corporate.
Correct.
But you want to move to the next phase of your life.
Right.
Which is this what you're doing.
Correct.
It's very exciting for you.
Yeah.
I see so many things, good things happening here.
Right.
So you move to your second version. I want everyone to get this message that we shouldn't be stuck in one same thing and keep doing it and just get bored of it.
Got it.
Whether in your business, whether it's your general life or gym or health-wise, diet-wise, family-wise, do something little better the next month or the next day or the next year. But don't be like the same thing what you were like 2015.
Got it.
Every year you should be little better. I'm not saying it should be like next different person.
Yeah.
Little better. So that is the 2.0 version's vision.
That's I think very nicely put.
Yeah, it's not about the t-shirt only here. We want to produce good quality t-shirts. We want to give good designs for auto enthusiasts, travel enthusiasts, and all that is one part.
Right.
But main message about 2.0 is that we want to deliver this message that you're not stuck in one place. Don't get stuck in one place. You have to move to the next version of yourself.
Definitely one should experiment with,
Yeah.
with what they are. So what happens is you get stuck in job, and while you're better at couple of other things, you don't either get time or you're scared that people with whom you're working might start judging or some sort of a fear of that sort, right? What will they speak about me when I go back to office, etc. But I think one should give that chance to them and reinvent so that new opportunities come out and they might really do well.
Maybe,
you never know, right? And definitely rightly put across, Sriman. Sriman, so you are a bike enthusiast, right? All about motor vehicle and all.
Yeah.
But why apparel?
That's because, like I said, everyone has 2 or 3 interests.
Right.
You might have different interests.
Yeah.
For me, for example, I would also like to start something related to fitness as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that was also one option.
Right.
Because I really love fitness. I try my best to be in my best shape possible.
Yeah. I see you in the gym. I know how you work
So you
out.
know that. And lifestyle, like in general, I like to wear good clothes.
Right.
Fashion sense and all this.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it, but I like to be good at that.
Oh man, don't say that.
So maybe I don't wear the best of clothes and all that.
Right.
But when I see people wearing something really good and all,
Right.
I get attracted. Nice, this is good. I appreciate that. I like to appreciate such things.
Awesome.
And I thought, let's make something into that space.
So the fashion sense kind of brought you into this.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Right. But I see there is little touch of your Moto side of it onto your designs.
Correct. That's the idea behind 2.0. When it comes to design, it's about adventure, travel, bikes and cars.
Right.
It's all about that.
Got that.
So that's the theme behind 2.0. Apart from the actual vision of you have to be the second version of yourself.
Got it. How much time did you take from idea stage to getting into execution?
You shouldn't ask me that because it's like looking at you, the way you executed your stuff,
right?
I'm nothing.
Oh.
Because we've been talking about this since 2 years.
Okay.
2 years.
Okay.
But whenever I wanted to execute this, there would be something or the other coming up.
Right.
I would be getting busy into that.
Okay.
So it took a lot of time, and I took in one of my subscribers, who is my partner as well now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Subscriber becoming a partner?
Yeah, like basically he used to follow me from a long time. His name is Nivas.
Uh-huh.
He's a law student and all that.
All right.
From I think Jindal University. If I'm wrong, I'll. But he reached out to me on email, just cold email. That's it.
Okay.
That's I'm so and so and so. I wanted to do something passionate. I'm passionate about doing something.
Right.
I don't know what, but it felt genuine. Okay. I get lot of emails like this, but one email which caught my attention was this one. It felt a little bit genuine, the way he spoke. Maybe it's AI ChatGPT, I don't know, but it felt genuine.
Right.
I thought, let's pick this guy.
Okay.
He seems to be interested to do something.
Right.
He gave good ideas actually after I spoke to him.
Okay.
Then I replied to him. We exchanged like 20-30 emails.
Right.
And then I thought, okay, let's go ahead with this guy.
Yeah.
We can do something, I think. Gut feeling.
Yeah.
That feeling was there, and then we started off with.
Intuition comes from experience, so.
Correct. Yeah. And 90% of the time that works.
Absolutely.
That gut feeling
hands
works.
down agreed.
But what was your question? Did I miss something?
So I was wanting to understand from idea to execution, how much time did it take?
Yeah, so once I got him, from that time onwards, slowly we started talking, like materializing things.
Right.
And then, let's say around 1 year at least, to execution.
Yeah.
Like to taking the things live.
Right.
From the day of ideation, 1 year. Before that, 1 more year, like at least 6 months,
Yeah.
we were just talking. What do we do? How do we do? What is the vision? Name. What name do we give? And we put up so many names in Excel sheet, like 50 names or something.
Right.
Nothing of that shortlisted. Mana coffee shop lo I was randomly thinking 2.0, how about this and Gota? And he was like, yeah, this is nice, let's go with this.
Wow.
Do you want to rethink? No, this is the one. Fine.
Yeah, naming is a big challenge, man. As in when
It
we
is a
were
challenge.
naming.
Yeah, I know, you asked me like 4 or 5 names.
Oh yeah. So and I had Vijay. He's in the room now.
Okay.
We both kind of sat together. We were working. He came out with a laundry list. I came out with a laundry list. Then we were like, we used the strategy of negating this. No, let's remove this. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. Then we narrow it down.
It's always like when you come to naming,
Yeah.
you see some of the biggest brands have very simple names.
Yeah.
Apple. It's a fruit.
Correct.
Now you can name your thing orange.
Yeah. Right.
It's after a while, once you get your branding in place or once you start selling very good products, your brand will shine.
Yeah.
Then people think that 2.0 is one top brand till you brand it properly.
Absolutely. In fact, so what happened? We used this negation strategy, and we came to a stage where we finalized 4 names, and probably those were the ones that I spoke to you.
Right.
But then when we said, okay, these are the names that we'll go ahead, then we realized. Then Vijay came to me saying, Pradeep, this name is already there by somebody else. Somebody else took this name.
Yeah, this is also there.
This page is already there. That page is already there. I'm like, bro, how do we now do it? Then we literally took solid 1.5 months to narrow down on the name.
Right.
And moment we got it, first thing is we went and created pages.
All social media accounts.
All social media accounts we created.
Right.
Then we said, okay, now let's go ahead with the registration.
Got it.
So that's how it was.
Right.
And on the business front, Sriman, right? You also mentioned 2.0, right? On the version 2.0 of anyone, right? I see all the content creators getting into this 2.0 version and starting the business.
Right.
For content creators, is this the next phase? Do you see it like that?
I mean, it is natural to attach a business to content creation.
Okay.
If you want to make money.
Okay.
Purely if you want to rely on content creation or let's say YouTube ad revenue, it's very less. You can survive.
Okay.
That's it. You want to do something extra in your life, you want some extra savings, you want to do investments and all that, it's not enough on YouTube revenue.
Got it.
So it's always good to have, you need to attach another business so that you survive happily.
Understood.
That is one of the main reasons.
Understood.
And also because you have a good following, when you suggest products, people buy it.
Right.
And they have a trust on you.
Yeah.
It makes sense to sell something that you believe might, align with your audience.
Got it.
So that's the idea. I mean, if you see any content creator, usually that's a natural progression that happens.
Right.
First, you start with a YouTube channel, and slowly you start selling something.
Get that.
I mean, there's nothing wrong in it because everyone is here on the planet to make money.
Right.
Some are there, the Swamijis and all that secondary. But usually, you feel happy when you get money, when you make something, when you have a sense of security for your family and all that.
Right.
It's always good to have some business.
Understood.
Especially in content creation because this doesn't pay you well.
Yeah.
Just creating content will not pay you well. You have to start a business with it.
Right.
That's the main idea behind it.
Absolutely, I agree with you. So, Sriman, at what stage and what is the revenue that you're making?
For 2.0?
Correct.
I think it is too early to talk about revenue because properly we started selling on the website in the last 2 months. 2 months, 2.5 months actively.
Right.
And that too, the challenges with the logistics.
Sure.
The main challenge,
Right.
especially shipping part,
Right.
because we gave it to a third party.
Okay.
Those people have some technical issues in the back end.
Mm-hmm.
So some products are getting, delivered.
Right.
Some are not.
Right.
So we're trying to settle that first,
Okay.
and we're still learning. It's not streamlined yet.
Got it.
So at this point, talking about revenue doesn't make sense.
Sure.
Because if it is like 1 year of data,
Makes sense.
makes more
Makes
sense,
Yeah,
talking about revenue.
Right.
But whenever I say there is a drop today, we're going to release a new T-shirt or something, everything will be sold out.
Right.
That is there.
Got it. So right now, whenever the stock comes in, you are kind of announcing it on your channel,
Yeah.
and people come and
Correct.
pick the
True
order.
fan base, whoever is there, they want to get a piece of it.
Makes sense.
They just
Makes
buy
sense.
it.
Understood.
So they are like so loyal that they don't even worry about, is it good quality, is the design good? Blindly they hit buy.
Awesome. I think that's the power of community building,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
There was one of the guests, and we were speaking on community building itself. Future is going to be all community building,
Yeah.
and that's how the business is going to
Personal
come
branding.
in. Yeah,
all these
yeah,
things, yeah.
Correct. So where do you source your apparel from, and how do you, as in, what are the places and where do you source these from?
Actually, to go into detail, my partner would know all this
Acha.
better because I am taking care of only of pushing it online.
Okay.
That is my strength.
Understood.
He is doing all the sourcing and all that. But little idea what I have is he went to Tirupur, which is like the main hub for all
Near
of this.
Coimbatore.
Yeah, there are like
Yeah.
600 or 800 units
Correct.
who produce
Yeah.
anything you want, like
Quite famous,
textile
in fact.
related.
Yeah.
And then Ludhiana is one more place.
Yeah, a lot
where
of
you
these
get-
big apparel brands that we know today in market,
Right, yeah.
Most of them actually source from these two markets.
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the challenge is the logistics again, to get them
Right.
shipped and all that, because you don't know what are they sending.
Right.
You can't trust them. All these were there. Once you establish, see the challenge. One more challenge is that if you get a manufacturer, you also need to give a very big order. If you give a
Right.
big order, you can get a good manufacturer.
Correct.
Like your order should be 50,000 T-shirts or something. If
Right.
you're just trying out like 1,000 T-shirts or
Yeah.
2,000 or 5,000 T-shirts, there are not many big manufacturers who will show interest.
Understood.
Because it makes sense, right? Yeah, for them, it should be like major chunk of revenue so that they can switch on their engines,
Yeah.
can switch on their motors and pump up all these things.
Right.
Otherwise, just for a small batch, it doesn't work out for them.
Absolutely.
So what the compromise happens is you have to go to a smaller manufacturer whose quality is not that great,
Right.
and but then he'll match your pricing, he'll match your MOQ,
Correct.
that minimum order
Right.
of
right.
500 T-shirts or 1,000 or 2,000 T-shirts.
Got it.
And it makes sense to someone like us who just start. You don't want to order 50,000 T-shirts and sit on it, right?
Yeah.
So that is the most challenging part that we have found in starting this business, where if you need good quality T-shirts, the way you want it, the way you want to buy it, that quality T-shirt, you need a bigger manufacturer,
Okay.
but the bigger manufacturer will not take a small order.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But a small manufacturer will take a small order, but the quality is not that great.
Right.
So this challenge we had. Finally, luckily, we found someone in Hyderabad itself,
Awesome.
surrounding,
Okay.
and now we are sourcing it from him.
Okay.
He is also sourcing it from out, but then this is the best we can. The main challenge we are able to solve here is the shipping part. At
Right.
least we can sit with the manufacturer here, like half an hour away from us. We just go
Yeah.
sit with him. What is the quality check? Or
Right.
he just sends it on Rapido or something.
Yeah.
We check it at home. This is possible. This was
Right.
not possible with Tirupur.
Got it.
But once you scale up slowly and your order quantity goes up, like let's say 50,000 a month,
Right.
then no problem. We can go to those bigger manufacturers.
Right.
Shipping, everything will be sorted.
Yeah.
And also you'll get the best quality that time.
Absolutely. In fact, one of the market that I know, back in ISB, I had a classmate who was a procurement manager for one of the biggest brands in India.
Okay.
So they go to Bangladesh, in fact.
Right, yeah,
they source
yeah.
it from Bangladesh.
Right.
So they, Ludhiana, Tirupur and Bangladesh, these are the three markets that,
Right, yes.
he often kept speaking about.
Correct.
And I know most of these other local brands also within Hyderabad, right?
Right, yeah.
So they also go to these three markets largely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
So good, Sriman, that you took that 2.0 wala step.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
So-
not only to see 2.0 that, the fashion brand or the e-commerce thing to go up. It's not just about selling a t-shirt and I want to become rich. It's not that.
Right.
The idea is to challenge myself first.
Right.
To learn how
Yeah.
these things work. I always used to wonder how e-commerce works.
Right.
But you need formal education for that, or
Right.
you need some specialization in MBA.
Yeah.
Without all that, what can you do? How can you challenge yourself? Let's get into this. It's a
Yeah.
basic, for me, business is like basic. If you go to the basics,
Right.
the strategy and all that, there are people whom you can hire. They'll take care of the strategy,
Yeah,
the marketing part and all that.
Correct.
But as core, as a founder or whatever, your main idea should be, I put 10 rupees, do I get 11 rupees back?
Right.
That's it. That's my
Right.
simple thing about business.
Get that.
Yeah.
So, Sriman, I was looking at your channel and couple of your old videos. So I was like kind of spending more time while I know you directly. We speak in Telugu, all of that.
Right.
I wanted to get
Actually,
prepared.
it feels weird to talk to you in English like this because every day we meet in the gym and we talk in Telugu. Like,
Right.
It feels a little weird now.
So I was kind of trying to understand you more from a podcaster standpoint, right?
Right.
I was trying to prepare, and I saw a couple of your videos,
Okay.
and in that I saw you were also doing business much before, very early in your life, right? Why don't you speak about that? What were
yeah.
those, and what all did you do? A lot of ups and downs. In one of the videos you were speaking. I put so much of effort and hardly anything was coming in hand.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you throw some light there?
So it's like for everyone or even me, generally it is like the cycle where
Yeah.
you want to get into a job first.
Right.
And then when you're working every day,
Yeah.
and then you don't learn much at a point. First,
Yeah.
it's exciting when you get your salary and all that.
Right.
First month credited with 10,000 or 15,000, whatever, you feel excited.
Yeah.
And slowly down the line, you feel bored with the job, same thing.
Right.
Then you think business is better. You see someone doing something, he's selling bhaji or whatever, but he's making more than me.
Correct.
And he gets his own time.
Yeah.
You'll think about all this, then you want to go do the business. Once you
Right.
get into business, you'll understand that you'll invest first 1 lakh. There's
Right.
no salary. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm talking about small business.
Right.
If you invest like 10 lakhs, that's a different thing. But first you invest little, then you don't have a salary. You don't know if it's going to work out.
Right.
If it works out well, nice. Then you keep going into business. You know the challenges it has.
Right.
Then you'll think, "Arey, this all bakwas. Why don't I go back to my corporate life where
Right.
I get a salary for sure.
Yeah.
Whether I don't need to put any capital. All this is there.
Correct.
And then once you come back here again, you'll start doing this. This cycle that happens usually,
Right.
especially in your 25 to 35
Right.
during this age,
Yeah.
which happened to me.
Okay.
And I worked for a company first, like an employee. Then same thinking. Then I thought I have to quit that. Came into business.
Right.
All this I did. So
Right.
one point of time I did a business. So first my salary when I joined a job was like 6,000 rupees or something
Oh.
for a month of 38
When was
years.
this?
This was in I think 2011.
2011.
Yeah,
Okay.
2011 or little around those years.
Sure.
But my first salary was 6,330, something like that.
Okay.
So one day I
So
went
I
to
can use
shop.
this statement. I can use this statement for my thumbnail. Sriman's journey from 6,000 to. I'll come to the remaining part of it.
Right. So I went to shop. Excited.
Right,
Okay, got my
right,
salary.
right.
Let's go and shop. And when I went to shop, I spent. I got a jeans, denims, and that itself was 3,000 change.
Yeah.
And I was left with 3,000 rupees for the whole month. In one shot. Like, when will I make money? When will I reach a crore?
Right.
All these questions started.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, I enjoyed it, but
Awesome.
forget the money part there. I
Right.
enjoyed the job.
Right.
And then slowly, after 1.5 year,
Right.
then this cycle started that I have
Yeah.
to do something else.
Awesome.
Then quit the job. Then actually this is later.
Okay.
Iske pehle I did a business which was into oil.
Oil.
Into
Yeah.
oil supplies and all. that.
Right.
So that
I saw
is-
this one.
Yeah. This taught me a lot.
Okay.
Like the struggle, like physical struggle was there.
Yeah.
We had to, me and my friend who is settled in a nice corporate now
Okay.
at a good level. I think it's in Accenture or something.
Okay.
But he used to work for GE first and he
Uh-huh.
quit his job, the same cycle.
Right.
Sriman, we'll do something together. We started this oil thing.
Right.
And it has good market and all. The only
Yeah.
thing is it's very, a lot of physical work is involved in it.
Right. You got to have team. It can't be,
We used to do it on our own.
Correct.
Founders, marketers, suppliers, everything. So I still have the Dio scooter that I ride
Right.
in my old house.
Yeah.
The same vehicle I used to use to supply also. to take the oil
Yeah.
bottles and physically go. It's not needed to do that,
Right.
but I wanted to do it so that I
Right.
also understand, how tough life is.
Yeah.
I did it on purpose. Me and my friend, both of us
Right.
knew it is difficult,
Right.
but we
Right.
did it.
Yeah.
And then we used to go market the product. So we learned how to speak to people in the
Right.
mass market. There's
Yeah.
not like corporate polished
True,
place,
true.
right?
In fact, that's where the real money on a daily basis you get to see.
Yeah, actual physical money you
Actually,
see.
actually, yeah.
So that happened. We learned a lot. We rode in the sun like 42 days. It's not nothing like it's summer today. Let's not go out. The
Right,
comfort is not
right,
there.
right.
You have to do it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah.
did all that. Then we used to come back to the place where we used to pack all this. We used to do it physically ourselves.
Right.
In the meantime, we sometimes used to call some people to do it for us.
Get that.
All this, and then we learned so much in that. We did all these things, and then we used to end of the month. Sometimes there is no money.
Okay.
It's a business. Whatever you get, you reinvest it
Right,
back into the
right,
business.
right, right.
This would happen, and then if we are left with little money, that was also like 9,000 per head or something like that.
Okay. Okay.
That was the best we've done was like around 12 or 14,000 per head. So it
Okay.
was like 40-50,000 for both of us.
2011.
2011.
Okay.
Which felt good because we had our own time.
Yeah. Yeah.
During the day, we did all this. We would take off by 5 o'clock or something, go
Got
back
it.
home, take a shower. Both of
Right,
us used to
right.
go out, dinners and all that.
Nice,
Because no
nice.
girlfriends and all that at that time.
Okay.
So
okay.
this is how the oil business went.
Right.
And then he got a good offer, and he
Alright.
also slowly lost interest
Right,
in the business
right,
because
right.
there's only a lot of struggle. I
Right.
knew that there are so many other things you could do with the same amount of struggle.
Got it.
Let's go back somewhere else.
Right. In fact, one of the key lessons that I learned in my tenure with startups, heading business there, and now that I'm starting, and couple of people who are successful and whom I have called on podcast, right? One thing was very, very clear. When you start business, don't be alone. You got to have team.
Correct. Yeah.
Without team, if you're starting, then you will get burnt out very quickly.
That's true.
And then you tend to think of giving up, right?
True.
So if you have team around, what will happen is, each of you share some part of work, and then that will help you take that cautious calls, right? And especially if you are a founder, if you have those people who can offload or take responsibilities from you,
Right.
and if they're able to take that over in their control, you will actually start thinking more and align strategies and get things in place, right?
Correct.
So your role should be facilitator, not getting into too much of on the ground execution. But
Understood,
initially, it's always that chicken or egg sort of a
Understood, yeah,
concept,
yeah,
right?
yeah. No, you want to do everything on your own first.
Correct.
Right? But
yeah.
what you said is exactly, I mean, I didn't realize
Yeah.
that what I'm doing right now.
Correct.
You are saying the same thing that that I should be doing,
Yeah.
which I'm doing.
Now in 2.0 is
Now
what
when I'm thinking about it, what you're saying is right.
Correct.
Now I don't feel burnt out because there is a partner who
Right.
is doing other things while I
Yeah.
do. If I would also do the same thing, sourcing
Right.
a manufacturer,
Right.
running around shipping companies and all
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
I would get burnt out because I
Right.
have other work as well.
Yeah.
I would quit that long back.
Correct.
Yeah.
Here, when I said chicken or egg as a point, right? What happens is, if you don't have capital, then you can't hire people, or
Right.
you can't have people around you, right? So that's when capital versus people is how
Right.
the equation boils down to.
Right.
So usually when people come in, one of the other guests was saying this, right? If you are in a position to, if you are a fresher, let's say, and you want to start, if your parents are and family are not dependent on you,
Right.
then go ahead and start,
Right.
right?
Okay.
Because you would be able to take some investment or something.
Right.
If no investment, maybe go out and try giving a service to somebody,
Right.
That way you make money, right? So either do that. If your parents and family is dependent,
Right.
probably get into job, try saving something, and then start your own.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Absolutely.
actually.
Yeah.
That's a good advice. Actually, people should take this.
Yeah.
I'm lucky as well
Okay.
because let's say I'm blessed with good parents. I'm blessed with a good family all around.
Right.
I know that not everyone is blessed like that.
Correct.
I'm fortunate to have all that. So
Right.
I wouldn't say that I've done everything on my own and all that. Without
Yeah,
this support,
yeah.
it's a teamwork of your dad, of your mom. Though they did not do physically anything for you,
Right.
but that moral support, or you do anything you want, we are here.
Absolutely.
That kind of sense, not everyone will have.
Yeah.
So people who are doing what I am doing without that kind of support are
Right.
the best ones.
Absolutely. I think positive talk has a very important role, and some bit of backing from your parents definitely adds more to your strength, and you would go out confidently
It is everything.
instead
It
of
is
double
everything.
thinking something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Even your partner, for example, your wife, your family around you who stay with you every day,
right.
they are also extremely important for you to be successful.
True. Very true.
Without them supporting you, or even if you have so much of drive in you, so much of motivation, self-motivation, whatever, one wrong partner can ruin everything.
So coming back to your story, right? You spoke of starting, then getting to a job, and from job again, you started YouTube as a career, right? So I would say YouTube as a career, as solopreneur. You are a solopreneur, right? You are an entrepreneur on YouTube in that sense, right? So how did this journey start? When did you decide that you want to take up YouTube as a career full time?
Right. So after that oil thing, then I got into a corporate job where I met my wife.
Okay.
Yeah, she was my manager.
Oh.
She was my HR manager.
You married Sriman married manager. Okay.
Now don't ask me tips about how to pataw your manager. But the thing is, we gelled on music.
Okay.
So that too, there's a specific band called Linkin Park.
Okay.
Recently attended their
Oh,
concert
you
as
told
well.
me you were going there.
Yeah.
Acha.
So,
Indonesia you went to.
Yeah, they're like very motivating for me in my life since like almost 15, 20 years now.
Right.
I don't know how, but their music really gives me motivation.
Awesome.
It's a soothing thing for me.
Right.
That's my comfort place, their music.
Get that.
So I used to listen to that music a lot, Linkin Park, and all my friends around me, the close buddies, who used to roam around with me every day, no one understood that music.
Get it.
So when I got into this job, one day when I went into the manager's room, there was an iPod, and this manager, my wife, was listening to a song. And the display pay, it was written Linkin Park. I went mad. Okay, there's one more person who listens. I know there are a lot of people who listen to Linkin Park, but in my circle, in my vicinity, there is someone listening to Linkin Park.
Acha, so you were able to relate.
Then I was like, hey, you like Linkin Park? He was like, yeah, I'm mad about it. Excellent.
Awesome.
We are gelling. And then we started talking over music and slowly.
So you immediately proposed there?
No. It obviously took 1 year of time and all.
Acha,
We never proposed, but we were like good friends, and we used to go out together with other friends in a group. Slowly we understood we liked each other, we liked each other's taste, all that, and slowly, it grew into love.
Got it.
And we got married.
Awesome.
So that happened, and after that, I got into another job. No, I was free for some time. I quit this particular corporate job. And then there was some time in between, and then again this cycle happened. I started, a business or something like that, which did not materialize again. Then again that cycle started. I found a corporate job again, a small startup. Then I took up that job, which was kind of interesting because it was more to do with social media, creator stuff.
Oh, awesome.
That was like for a brief moment.
Right.
I did that, and then finally one day I decided that the cycle is going on happening. This job where I'm in, it's nice in the starting, like I told you, but slowly as you go, as you age in that job, you'll understand that there is so much other things to do.
Got it.
And then one day I was sitting, like this is the actual scene there. I was sitting in front of the screen. There was an AC just like this. I was watching that. There's no proper work that I enjoy. I get the salary, fine, good. There's one girl, one guy beside me, they are working. I look outside the window, it's raining slightly, it's monsoon. Then I was like, such beautiful weather outside, and there are clouds, it's endless world. I'm stuck here, looking at this air conditioner in front of me for my whole life since the last 1 year. Is this what I want, really? This sounds dramatic and like a movie, but this is exactly what I thought that moment. I still remember the scene there. I literally got up and walked off. I just walked out. I thought this is not what I want to do.
And then you told your manager that I'm gonna.
Yeah, I told my boss. I mean, he's a good guy. He supports all this kind of stuff.
Awesome.
But he also did not say anything, and also I was not performing well Because when
Okay.
you lose interest, you slowly don't perform, right?
Right,
I
right,
was not
right. It
performing. He
happens.
also
It happens.
got
It
pissed off
happens.
with me. So he was also, maybe he was happy letting me go. I didn't even take my relieving till now.
Ooh.
I just left. That's it. This
Acha.
is not my thing. I
So
think
you were clear that you're not gonna go back to the
I
corporate.
don't want to go to corporate.
Okay.
Never. Nothing against it, but
Right.
not my thing. I'll
Understood,
do
understood.
something
That's fine. Yeah.
something or the other under the sun
Right.
to survive, but no corporate. At least not working under someone.
Got it.
That is not my thing.
Right.
So where was I? That happened, and then I got up one day, came back home. I was thinking what to do next. This is the moment that changed everything.
Okay.
So I thought deeply. I will do something that I don't need to convince the society.
Right.
I'll do something that will not, where I don't need to convince my wife, my mom, my dad. I'll do
Right.
something that convinces me. This
Right.
one time, please.
Right.
One time I'll take a chance.
Okay.
1 year I want to give everything.
Right.
But this one time, let's forget money.
Got it.
I'll do this. Will I get money from it? I'll not worry about that.
Yeah.
I'll do it because I love it.
Got
I
it.
enjoy. I bloody
Yeah.
enjoy doing this. I get a
Right.
high doing. What is that? Then, when I thought about it, I thought creative.
Yeah.
Then I thought creative as in what creative? Making videos. Because
Okay.
this interest came when I used to go to all these marriages and all, or
Sure.
functions.
Yeah.
One of my mama, he used to give me the camera to
Okay.
capture. Only he
Right.
had a video camera.
Okay.
And I used to enjoy doing that so much.
Right.
Capturing things on a video camera.
Right. Got it.
And that camera had some editing in itself.
Oh, awesome.
Ahead
Okay.
of its technology that time. So I tried doing all that. I used to enjoy so much, and when I put the video, people used to appreciate so much, saying, "Your video is better than the professional video."
Wow.
So that was
That's a
like,
big compliment.
Yeah, there was a nice storytelling in my video. All that was there. Only
Got
the
it.
capture.
Yeah.
So that was capturing was one of my interests. I took that creative, capturing and making videos is creative.
Right.
And then what do I blend this with?
Yeah.
Is where I found biking.
Awesome.
And I used to watch Casey Neistat a lot,
Oh.
the
okay.
American YouTuber.
Okay.
He's considered the god of YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like his editing style and all that, his music sense.
Right.
So all this combined, I didn't know where to put these videos first. I didn't know YouTube existed.
Got
I
it.
knew, but I never thought I could put a video there and share
Sure.
my thoughts and all that.
Sure. Sure.
Then I realized, okay, there is a place. Casey is doing this. I want to do the same thing, except that it'll be about biking.
Got
So I
it.
combined all of these things, and then one day, that moment of that leap of faith, what we
Yeah.
spoke about.
Right. Right. Right.
I was on that edge, and I thought, let's push it and do it today.
Understood.
Again, right? First few days you keep thinking, what if this doesn't happen? I put all those things aside,
Hmm.
pick up the camera, 1+3 phone.
Yeah.
There was my bike down. I
Right.
went and first hit record and started shooting it.
Okay.
I was alone in the lawn.
Right.
My wife went to a job.
Okay.
I'm doing all this crap here. I don't even know if this is going to pay me.
Which year was this?
This was in 2016, 17, around that time.
Okay. What bike
Early
was it?
2017.
What bike was it?
It was a Bentley 600i.
Benelli.
Yeah. So with all my savings
Uh-huh.
and little help from home, I bought this Bentley 600i, which costed around 5.5, 6 lakhs that time.
Got it.
5.5, something like that.
Got it.
That was the only thing I would look up to, because the job,
Understood.
boring job, and then the bike was something interesting in life.
Awesome. Okay.
Then I bought it. I thought, let's make a video on.
I think
bike.
they had only one showroom in Hyderabad.
Yeah, even now
Jubilee
I think
Hills.
maybe 2 or 3 now, but
Okay.
yeah, that was everything.
Yeah.
Jubilee Hills had one,
Yeah.
and then I started making video on it.
Got it.
I thought, what kind of video will make?
Uh,
My real experience with the bike. Let's talk
Okay.
about it. What are the 5 best things on it and the 5 worst things on the bike? Let's
Right.
talk about that. That's it.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
But will be real. Whatever I feel, I'll say it. And that's how
Oh.
I started. First capture, I remember, from the rear wheel, I pulled out the shot. It's my first slow-mo shot. And the audio doesn't sync with the video in that phone.
Okay.
There is some glitch in it.
Right.
So then I had to do all this. And then the main thing is to talk to the camera.
Okay.
I still remember where I fixed the camera. iPod Touch, I put it in my front pocket so that the audio gets captured in that, because the phone doesn't capture audio well.
Whoa.
I did all this circus.
So much of tech.
Yeah. Then I synced all this, did all this effort, but I was enjoying all this
Got
while
it.
doing it.
Yeah.
It was like doing things. getting
Right.
creative.
Right.
Then now, after dumping all this onto the editor,
Yeah.
onto the laptop, now match the music, get the best music for it. And
Okay.
then it should be no copyright.
Oh yeah.
All the struggle.
Very, very
Yeah.
important.
But I was having fun doing all this. No one
Awesome.
knew I was doing this.
Right.
Mom and dad were thinking, he is free now, he's doing something.
Yeah.
My wife Pooja was going to the job, she doesn't know what it is.
Oh, by
She
then
used
you
to
got
think-
married.
Yeah, I got married. And
Okay.
I was like, I think 4 or 5 years down the line.
Oh, you're very fast then.
No, it's like scary, right? Your wife, you're answerable to your wife. What do
Right.
you do for a living?
Yeah.
There's no answer. I don't do anything right now. I might do something in future. It's very scary.
Right. Right.
But she supported me. One day she asked me, what are you doing? She was thinking that I'm going and applying for jobs.
Got it.
While I was pulling out the shots. She used to think I'm going and applying for jobs, attending
Right,
interviews,
right,
which I
right.
didn't.
Yeah.
I went actually for
Okay.
certain interviews, but
Awesome.
there was no fun in it. Again, I'm sitting in that place waiting for an interviewer.
Right.
All this happened, and then one final day I told her. She gave me a reference. She said, go to this place. They might give you a job.
Yeah.
ఆ పరిస్థితిలో ఉండే అన్నమాట. So I had to go there, but I didn't go.
Okay.
So when she checked with me, I was like, I didn't go. I went. I was like not clear.
Fumbling
She
there.
said, I'll come back home and I'll talk to you.
Right.
She came back home. You did not go, right? She said. I said, I didn't go.
How did you face that situation?
It was so horrible. I still remember the place, my room, where she was folding some clothes and asking me these questions. I was sitting there. I was like, today I have to reveal it that I'm not looking for jobs, because she was thinking I'm looking for jobs since almost 1 month,
Right.
but not a single day I was attending.
Mm.
And then parents wouldn't worry so much
Yeah.
because dad is chilled out. He doesn't worry. Arey, life, take it as it comes.
Yeah.
He's that kind of a guy.
Awesome.
Mom left me completely. He did a picture. He'll keep doing something. And then wife is like the most concerned one.
Got it.
And then finally one day, that evening she came and she asked me, you didn't apply, right?
Right.
Then I said no. I
Okay.
answered her no.
Right.
I couldn't look at her and
That,
say
that, that should have been the difficult part, saying
the
no to
most
her.
difficult
Right,
situation.
yeah.
And then she was folding the clothes and she asked me, then what are you planning to do?
Mm. Mm.
I was like, so it was here. I can't speak. Like dramatic, but it's so true.
Oh,
I tried so hard to say the word that
I can feel that difficulty in you.
I am going to make YouTube video. He was like, this is like 2016, 17. Now if you say this, it's like, oh, you also want to become a YouTuber, that's fine.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
you become
Now-
a
now-
YouTuber from such a great job, right?
Oh, don't
now
ask
it's
me.
a thing.
Don't ask me how did I convince my
We'll come
family.
there. But my story, when YouTube was nothing, no one even knew.
Right.
That time when I said I want to make a video on YouTube, she's like, I could see her face that she's disappointed in this person. She was folding her clothes. And the look she gave, I can't express that with my face, but I know.
Right,
Even now I
right,
can see
right,
that
right.
in my head,
Yeah.
how she looked at me.
Hmm.
And then I said, I want to make YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Okay. She asked me, do you get money out of it?
Okay.
I don't know. I said, no. Then why do you want to do it? I want to try it out once. Please leave me. I want to do what I want this time.
How much
These
time did you
corporate
ask for?
jobs. Uh-huh.
How much time did you ask for?
No time, nothing.
Acha,
But
okay.
I was telling her, I think this is something that interests me. I
Okay.
already made one video.
Hmm.
I think I enjoy doing that.
Right.
But enjoyment doesn't give you money.
Yeah.
She said that. I was like, no, just leave it. I'm enjoying my life. Doing this is giving me a high. I want to continue doing this.
Awesome. Okay.
Then she's like, one thing she said felt good was, okay, as long as you enjoy doing and you're having fun and you're happy, do it.
Awesome.
She said this.
awesome.
At that
Yeah.
moment in 2016 when
Yeah,
YouTube
that's a
was
big.
nothing,
That's a big thing.
it's a big thing because
Yeah, yeah,
she's
yeah.
married to me. Her husband doesn't do anything yet,
Yeah.
and he's still figuring out.
Correct.
And she is at a good level in the job.
Right.
So I was like, the most disappointing day for me after saying that. But at least that huge weight was gone from my
Awesome.
chest. I felt
Awesome.
good.
Awesome.
And then that I conveyed it. And she was also supportive,
Yeah.
though she didn't understand that time what is YouTube about. I'm very proud to say that today I run the house completely, my whole
Awesome.
life, everything,
Awesome.
whatever struggles I went through. Today, she is taking a chill pill now, and I'm running the show.
Very nice.
When
very
she
nice.
used to go to work and I used to chill at home, now the tables have turned and I'm doing all these things, right?
Yeah. So, Sriman, since you said you are running the show now proudly, right?
Yeah.
At this point in time, I want to understand your income source, right? If you can break that down, you have started business which is in the early stage and you did some sale there.
Right.
And you are on YouTube heavily. You
Yeah.
get ads revenue, you
revenue.
get brand deals.
Yeah,
and I don't know what all. So, why don't you help us give a walkthrough of it?
Right. I mean, we can't explicitly give the numbers
Sure.
because one thing is that I don't know how true is it, but they say that legally, especially on YouTube policies, you
Right.
shouldn't
Reveal.
reveal the numbers.
Okay.
You can read it. On
So, whatever
YouTube.
you're comfortable, give
Yeah,
us
so
a broader
I will tell
understanding.
you in a term like maybe a physical thing. Like let's say
Sure.
I can run the show like at home.
Awesome.
I can take care of all my expenses, family expenses,
Yeah.
and then I can afford a very big car.
Yeah, you have BMW
Currently I have the BMW X4
X4.
and an i20.
Oh,
I sold all my bikes.
okay.
So even when I sold the bikes, the money I made, I strategically or whatever, put it into mutual funds, which
Right.
generates revenue for me again.
Awesome.
So all this way, on the whole, I get good amount of revenue in
Great.
a month.
Great.
Sometimes it's like you have good brand deals. Sometimes there is no brand deal.
Okay.
So it depends totally on that.
Right.
But if you're getting into YouTube or you become a content creator and influencer,
Right.
it's a big market currently, at least.
Yeah.
You can make more money than corporate for sure.
Right.
I mean, depends on what level I'm comparing with.
Correct.
But the level which I was in corporate, like a trainer, I would make like 30,000-40,000 at the highest in my this thing like 10 years back maybe.
Right. Right.
But I'm at least doing 4 times or 5 times of that on average.
Got that.
Sometimes it's like massive.
Yeah.
When good brand deals happen,
Your car
everything
speaks about
comes
it.
at one. Yeah.
Your car speaks about it.
I mean,
The
that is on
massive.
loan come on. But the thing
You
is,
still think of that car, right?
yeah, I mean that is more like a how do you call it? It's a passionate buy maybe.
Okay.
It's more like a dream purchase.
Right. Right.
So when you think about dreams and all, there are no values for it. Like you don't count
agree.
money there.
I agree.
This is
yeah.
something like that. I
Right,
wanted
right,
a luxury car. It's not a luxury car, but I wanted a BMW in my life because I'm a driving enthusiast,
Right.
and that BMW does really well.
Yeah.
So I wanted to experience that once in my life before I turn old. So I thought I'll get it. A lot of
Got it.
people got homes and all. I got a BMW. That's the only difference.
So, as in,
that
at
is
this
one-
point in time, I want to just add one piece.
Uh-huh.
I'm a car enthusiast and a bike enthusiast.
Mm.
Just that I didn't record like you. I was just driving and having fun.
Right.
Back in college days, I still remember I was one of the good guys who were able to do that zero cut.
Right.
So people used to admire, Anna, how do you do it? Etle chestavu, Anna.
Got it.
So, but then, yeah, coming back to
Yeah,
your
so,
number.
Number as in I could say that sometimes it's really high.
Right.
1 month it might be more than 10 lakhs.
Right. Oh.
Yeah, not the revenue. I'm talking about all the
Yeah,
everything.
all put together
My
in that month.
investments, yeah,
In that month, yeah, makes sense.
The returns you get on your investment, and calculating everything.
Right.
How much I file for income tax and all that.
Yeah.
Then the integrations that I do with the brands, and sometimes it's like literally 10,000, 15,000 a month.
Yeah.
So this is how businesses work.
True.
This is how YouTube also works.
That's a natural. That's when I was calling you solopreneur.
Yeah, exactly. So in our kind of work, it is very haphazard, the
Right.
graph.
Right.
Sometimes
right.
you make so much, but the thing is, if you're very good with your finances, then you will sort them out so well that you don't need to worry about the future.
Get that.
If you're a very bad spender,
Right.
then obviously even if you earn like 1 crore a month,
Right.
it's gone.
Right.
So
right.
I know people who make 1 lakh a month, but they're crore-patis. It is possible.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
you take care of your finances well,
True.
you will be that.
How much are you saving is what it all boils down to.
saving and investing it back.
Yeah,
That is the most
saving. Yeah,
important
that's
thing.
the right point.
Just saving will not help again.
Probably I use a wrong word.
Right.
In fact, I want to get deeper into investments with you. But before getting into investment segment, I want to sort of explore more on the content journey that you had.
Right.
Right. So you started with your first recording of Benelli back home, starting from that tire.
Correct. Yeah.
So what happened after that? As in you enjoyed it, that I understood from what you said, but how did you continue that so passionately for so long?
Right.
And I think in between you also transition will come out later, but that bike thing, how did you sort of made your mind that I'm going to record? Visually thinking right now, while I did long drives, but I still think, how do you guys carry the camera? Where do you keep it?
No, I mean, all these things, the first time when you feel like a challenge, you get used to it.
Okay.
Once again, I would like to take this analogy of gym.
Okay.
First day it is difficult.
Right.
The moment you go, you can't stretch your body.
Correct.
You can't lift more than 5 kilos. Next day you get a lot of pains. But are you the same the next month? You'll be better.
No,
and then the next year you'll be much better with a better built body.
Correct.
Your diet is sorted. You'll go lift 25 kilos with dumbbell.
Right.
All this happens as you practice. Same thing with YouTube or anything for that matter.
Okay.
First time when you start it, it's difficult. But now I can like just take out the camera and just start vlogging.
Get that.
But first day I had to fix the camera, check my position, my frame, then struggled so much to even speak.
Yeah.
I would say 3 words and cut, 10 words and cut.
Right.
Then I thought I'll stop it. I can't do this.
Get that.
All these things happen, but slowly at that time itself, I thought this is where life or what the universe tests you by trying to stop you from doing something.
Right.
There you have to push little.
Awesome.
That is when you break that point, right? When you feel like stopping and when you break that point is where you feel that you will taste success there.
Absolutely.
Exactly same thing with the YouTube journey.
I agree.
Wherever I felt that pain, I used to push through it and I would see little bit of success.
Get that.
Success as in for me on that day.
Yeah.
Like I feel happy doing this, fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what was your longest trip? And probably I would ask this first. When did you do that video while driving? When did this happen first?
I think it was, I mean, even before I posted my first video of Bentley review, before that I made some videos.
Okay.
But I didn't post it. Because I used to like making videos, I used to generally make it.
Got it.
I got a GoPro, I did all that.
Okay.
I fixed some cameras on my bike.
Okay.
I used to do all that. But I never posted it anywhere.
Okay.
So that is there in the blood since beginning. Like, I like to capture things.
Okay. So you captured it for your record so that you get to see it later on.
I don't even know if I want to see it later. But I like the process of capturing and keeping it like a memory.
Right.
Because my dad also has this.
Awesome.
He has my videos of this much when I was like 2 years old.
Right.
So I think that came on to me genetically, and I liked naturally recording things and keeping it as a memory. And then all this happened now.
Awesome. So what was your longest trip? And
longest trip.
where
Sorry,
was that?
I skipped that question. Longest trip was I think from Nagpur to Delhi, straight one shot.
Nagpur to Delhi.
Yeah, Nagpur to Delhi. So Hyderabad to Nagpur, we thought we'll then split to. We were going to Ladakh basically from Hyderabad.
Okay.
And then Hyderabad to Nagpur we did. Usually from Nagpur we do Jhansi, and from Jhansi to I think I don't remember, but there's one more place where we break there, and then Delhi. But this day we were all so excited that we started Nagpur. We thought next we'll see where we'll stop. We'll not book any hotel. Now also we don't book anything. We do it on the go, depending on our mood and how much energy is left.
Right.
So now that day we went till Nagpur. Nagpur morning we got up and we were like, next where do we stop?
Right.
We'll see on the way.
Awesome.
And then slowly everyone got excited and we were pushing and we went to Delhi. I think it took us 19 hours or something on the bike.
Or
21 hours, I don't remember exactly. But by the time we went, we were like effed up totally.
Super exhausted, I would
exhausted,
believe.
next level exhausted. Like
it would be super tiring.
We couldn't see after going to the hotel room.
Yeah.
All things were like bright, extra bright. something happened to our eyes.
I know.
For the stress we took.
I know.
That's why I don't recommend doing that. Even in that video, there is a video that I made from Nagpur to Delhi, 1100 kilometers, I think, non-stop.
Okay.
Of course, we used to take breaks in between.
I'll add that as a B-roll in this.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. And in that video, I mentioned that you shouldn't do this.
Okay.
Because it's not recommended.
Right.
We were like fools doing that. You shouldn't do that.
Okay.
Because it's risky. See, the moment you step out of your house, you're risking your life already.
Correct.
The way the traffic sense is here and all that.
Correct.
And now adding more to it with all these elements of the highway and then long ride and then thousands of kilometers.
Right.
Now it doesn't make sense. Maybe I'll do it in future.
I agree.
But as of today, I don't feel like doing it.
No, definitely when you have more responsibilities, the risk-taking capacity
It goes down.
naturally goes down because you don't want to do that.
Right.
While you can, you don't want to.
And also, you really need to enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
Now I don't enjoy riding like non-stop for thousands of kilometers.
Got that.
I love riding even now for maybe 600 kilometers, which we did recently. Like I think Feb, I did Hyderabad to Mahabaleshwar.
Oh,
we did that in Feb.
Which vehicle was that?
Himalayan.
Himalayan.
Because I don't have a bike now. I had to take a bike from my friend.
Okay.
So yeah, we took the Himalayan and we went, which I didn't really enjoy because of the bike. Because we are used to the bigger bikes, right?
Right.
So once you get used to bigger bikes, it's difficult to downgrade. Anything in life. You can upgrade easily, but coming down the ladder is difficult.
I agree.
But we did it. We had fun because of the friends group.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the bike-wise, I did not enjoy it much.
Okay.
It's a very good bike
if
you start off. But if you are coming from a big bike like a BMW 1250 and all that, you will not like it.
Understood.
Yeah.
So which bike did you do this Ladakh?
This is a BMW 1250 GS Adventure.
Wow.
The top of the line adventure bike.
How much did it cost you?
That was around 27 lakhs.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing beyond it.
That speaks about your earning also.
No, I'm telling you, right? It's not about earning. It's about...
No, I was just, as in...
no, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, it's like I spend in some places. You see a lot of people spending for houses, or which is a good way.
Right.
But mine is not. It's not about good or bad, but what I enjoy. So there's a small life, and there's a small age, a certain window where I can enjoy doing all these things. I want to ride 1,000 kilometers on the 1250 GSA, not when I'm 55 years old. After everything is done.
Since we're speaking of bikes, Sriman, I've seen one of your videos where you, I think, did a trip towards Pondicherry on your Tiger.
Right.
And you survived a massive accident, right? I was like surprised, how did Sriman even survive? The car bonnet went into your bike and bike was standing. How was that even possible?
That's a good thing actually, that the bike was standing.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing, but technically, just for me to imagine, I think I didn't understand how did that even happen.
I mean, these things, when they happen so quick.
Yeah.
It's unpredictable, like in a second.
Right.
I was riding, I was vlogging, so what I did was I switch off my communicator with my friends. We have a device, a communicating device. It's on intercom, which I switch off while vlogging. Because I don't want to disturb them while I'm vlogging. Or I don't want to get disturbed.
Got it.
So I put it on pause. I said, guys, you keep going. I will follow you guys. If I don't see, this is the rule in our riding group. Whenever someone doesn't see the biker behind him for 10 minutes continuously, then he has to slow down.
Got it.
To check on the bike.
Right.
To check on the rider. So I told them this. They also know that we don't need to tell this. We all know. Piche is not coming, we'll have to slow down. We think like this.
Got it.
That's the rule.
Yeah.
So same way, that day I told them, but I'm going to slow down, I'm vlogging little. You people keep going ahead.
Got it.
And then I switched it off. Started vlogging. Talking about the journey, a beautiful ECR road. All that I was talking, returning from Pondicherry. And Pondicherry to Hyderabad is pretty long. I think 850 kilometers or something. We decided to do that in one stretch.
Yeah.
We were on the ECR road, very beautiful road along the beach. I started vlogging about the road and all.
Yeah.
And then it was just done. It was like the universe wanted this. I just switched off the camera and switched on the communicator.
Okay.
The moment I switched on the communicator, there's a bang.
Ooh.
Like it happened in a second. Flash, the bike under me it moved. I went and sat in the back seat because of the impact.
Oh,
I had all the
man.
gear on me, helmet, everything is there. The impact, I moved behind in the rear seat. I couldn't understand what's happening.
Hmm.
Uh, it was such a big bang sound that I thought I'm dead firstly. Something
Okay.
big happened. I think this is my Atma or whatever.
Right.
Something big happened. There was
Right.
a big sound. And the bike's there somewhere else. I couldn't understand. I couldn't analyze that moment.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
then I shouted on the communicator.
Communicator,
Luckily, I
okay.
switched it on. Imagine if I didn't switch it on, they would go for another 10 kilometers ahead.
Understood. Yeah.
So when they heard me, they said, "Listen, Sriman is saying something." And I said, and the connection was about to disconnect because of the, you have certain distance where the
Right.
communicators connect.
Okay.
They were just moving ahead. And it was
Ooh.
just disconnecting, and then I said it.
Yeah.
They heard it, they heard something Sriman is saying. And I said, Naresh, something happened, come back. They heard this point. My friend Naresh was there. He heard this point, he told everyone.
Right.
They all came back.
Wow.
The moment they came, I got down. I couldn't understand what's happening. The bike went into the car. I didn't even see that before.
Yeah.
First, I want to get down and want to feel myself.
Right. Right. Right.
Am I alive? Is the body intact?
Right.
Are any parts? Did any parts come out of
Wow.
me?
Yeah.
Any blood? All that I was thinking. Then my friends came back and they said, I asked Naresh, don't talk anything, just tell me, am I there or is everything intact? Because in that moment you don't feel anything. Your body,
Yeah.
it makes you numb.
Right.
You couldn't feel anything. So I asked him, am I fine? Is everything intact? He said, all good, don't worry. Check
Great.
your bike, he said.
Awesome.
Okay. Then I was fine, happy. Okay, I'm living. It's not the Atma.
Right. Right.
Then
Right.
I went back to the bike. Then we saw the bike. It was totally rammed into that Swift.
Yeah.
And I mean, that day I don't know how I left it. In this moment of life, I wouldn't leave that guy because
Okay.
he was drunk.
Oh.
Drunk driving. He was drunk. So this is one more thing people should understand, that he's drunk, he's having fun, but he's ruining others' lives, right?
Correct.
And these things are happening so often these days.
Right. Yeah.
So that day, I don't know out of what mood, because I was shocked firstly
Yeah.
that I'm alive. Such a big impact, I might have died.
Right.
So and there is a cop there.
Yeah.
In fact, that cop came to me, and the patrol cop
Yeah,
came to me
yeah,
and he
yeah.
asked me, do you want to book this guy? That moment, I didn't realize that I left him just like that. Now, later when I think, I feel that I should have booked him.
Yeah.
Because drunk driving, and he did an accident.
Yeah.
All these things, he could cause a life. So all these things were there.
Right.
But anyway, that happened. We still have video proof if you want to file a case,
Yeah. Correct.
Even now, you can open the case.
Right.
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 But anyway, that day I decided not to do that. And I told the cop, no, it's okay, leave it.
Got it.
First thing, my bike is fine. We are fine. I
Right.
don't want to sit here and do cases and all that.
Right.
We'll just go.
So nothing happened to the bike, is it?
So we pulled out the bike. That is
Yeah, I saw that video.
amazing
People
thing.
were like catching
Yeah,
2-3
4
guys.
5 of us. We had
Yeah.
to pull the bike. I thought
Right.
if the bike is gone, then again tow it, go to the service center.
I heard you saying
RT
in that
and all
video, tire bote Goindra, something like that.
Yeah. Luckily, nothing happened to the bike
Okay,
as well. Not a
yeah.
scratch. We rode like 800 kilometers back home.
Oh yeah, I know. I love that drive. In fact, I did with my family, with
Oh,
my
yeah,
wife and kid.
Okay.
Hyderabad to Pondicherry, I drove in the car, not on the bike.
Right.
I loved it.
It's a beautiful
It's a
route,
beautiful,
yeah.
especially that ECR stretch,
Correct,
right?
yeah.
That's an amazing road.
And it is a dangerous road as well.
Okay.
Because ECR stretch, people drink and drive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the problem there, even
Got
now.
it. Got it. Okay.
So yeah, finally we came back home, and then I was so happy that everything was fine, bike is fine. Few minor dents and all that happened. Not
Got
even
it.
dents, a
Got
small
it.
crack happened for the number plate holder, which I got replaced.
Okay.
Everything is fine. I am intact, most importantly.
Luckily.
Yeah. So many
Looking at
things
that
could have
image,
gone
I was
wrong.
like scared.
Yeah.
So, Sriman, so you get opportunity to drive different vehicles,
Yeah.
be it brand collaboration or
Yes.
otherwise you out of passion go there, right? In a lot of
Yeah.
events. So, what has been your dream vehicle that you drove, irrespective of whether you own it or not?
Okay. You mean bike or a car?
Both, if you can tell us. Tell bike first and then car.
Okay, bike would be the Triumph Street Triple, which
Okay.
I've ridden. It's not the best bike on the planet. There are much better bikes than that. But for my liking, for my taste, my way of thinking, I like the Triumph Street Triple. It strikes off everything for me, the way I sit on it.
Okay.
Because I like little bit of an aggressive position, little bit of comfortable position, more of comfortable position.
Got it.
These super sports and all, they're very aggressive.
Yeah.
They're very powerful. You'll have a lot of fun on the track.
Yeah.
But they're meant for a track.
Got it.
So if you want a little bit of practicality and then you want to have fun, you want the sound, everything, for me, all the check boxes are ticked in a Street Triple, Triumph Street Triple. If I don't understand anything in the next couple of months, I'm going to take the Street Triple blindly. I'll be very happy with it.
Okay.
I'll not be extremely happy, but I know I'll be happy. I'll get a smile. That's for sure for the Triumph Street Triple.
Right.
BMW 1250, which I owned, it was too intimidating for me, to be honest. That's the bike. And then cars, the best car I have driven, I think it's a BMW for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Any BMW, especially if you go for the sedans, BMWs,
right,
you'll get the best driving experience.
Get that. German
quality. And BMW, Mercedes, Audi, all are German.
Right.
But still, you will get the best driving experience in a BMW.
Okay.
If you want to be driven, then you take a Mercedes.
Oh.
If you want to sit in the back seat, have a comfort.
I have a chauffeur who will drive.
Driven, then
Mercedes is the
Mercedes is good. You have all the electronic aids, you have all the technology inside, lighting, interior lighting, all that is there.
Right.
But if you are the driver, you want to enjoy driving, BMW, nothing beats it.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
In the top 3.
Got that. So, Sriman, I see you speak a lot on the investments on the personal vlogging side.
Right.
So you moved from bike vlogging to now personal vlogging, right?
Yeah.
Sorry to take a step back before jumping into investment. I want to understand the transition from bike vlogging to personal vlogging. How did this happen?
Once again, that is also a natural progression.
Okay.
Because you can't keep riding a bike all your life.
Correct.
Because first thing, you lose interest at a point.
Got it.
You want to do other things as well.
Right.
2.0 again. You want to move to the next.
Right.
Though I still enjoy riding, but it's not like my bread and butter now.
Right.
Previously, when I started, first 4 to 5 years is total dedication only for riding, and I used to enjoy it a lot.
Understood.
But then I understood slowly I'm losing interest in riding long.
Okay.
Hours together, 10 hours.
Right.
And also my friend circle who was there, they also got busy.
Right.
I also got busy with family.
Right.
Now I have a kid and all.
Yeah.
So I thought I shouldn't be spending so much of time on the road.
Yeah.
On the highway per day, 9 hours.
Right.
And every month.
Yeah.
So now I want to do it, but maybe 3 months make bar, maybe 6 months make bar.
Understood.
I want to do that.
Get that.
And then I understood that, and then slowly I did this transition from bike vlogging slowly to cars as well.
Right.
Because people who love bikes, they love cars as well.
Understood.
90% of the time.
Yeah.
And then people who love cars, they have to think about investments. They have to think about financial management. Whether you like cars or bikes, you want something material, that means you will have to think about finances as well.
Right.
You'll not just be born out of thin air.
Yeah.
So that's how I also started thinking, how did I even buy a bike, like a big bike? Let me actually think about finances. Then I started talking about finances.
Right.
When we talk about all of these things, they're all mixed with family as well.
Yeah.
So there is my kid in the vlog, there is my wife in the vlog, my dad, my mom.
Right.
Because you can't be like a single guy doing all this.
Correct.
You have to show the reality.
Yeah.
I run my life like this. I ride bikes. That's not my only interest. I like cars. That's not my only interest. I have a wife. I have my kid. I have my dad. This is the real life.
Got that.
It's not only that. Live like normally.
So it happened naturally.
Naturally. I did not force any of these.
Okay.
And then when you have to run all these things, you know that finances are important.
Right.
And then I started talking about finances. People connected to that. Yes, Sriman, you're right. To do all this, we need right finances. And then we did that.
Yeah. Any point in time while you were transitioning, or even without transitioning, was there a point in time where you felt I should give this up on the YouTube as a regular thing?
I can't do that because I don't know what to do if I give up. If I know for sure, this is done, I want to do that next. If I'm very sure, I would do that. But now, also one more thing is that it's not that I don't enjoy this, right?
Yeah.
I have fun doing this even now.
Got it.
So till that point comes where I feel bored doing this,
Yeah.
I'll keep doing it.
So I can see that change. Your off screen versus on screen.
Right.
You speak very less off screen. Moment you can come in
Correct.
front of camera, I'm like,
I talk a lot, right?
Sriman, yaar,
This guy is not
you don't
that guy.
speak like this off camera.
Yeah. I'll tell you, off camera, one thing what you said is right. Because when there is a camera, I like to talk.
Right.
I like to share things.
Yeah.
That's my comfort place, maybe.
Right.
Or something in my head, neurons fire up in a way that when it sees a camera, it's like that. But otherwise, off camera, I'm usually very busy.
Yeah.
Like in my head, I keep thinking a lot, which is not good.
Right.
Because when you also meet me and try to talk to me, I'm like in a hurry.
Yeah.
Hi, Pradeep, yes, tell me, okay, we'll meet tomorrow. It's like that, but I
Correct,
can't sit
correct.
and talk like this.
I can relate
Only
to this.
in my work mode, I'll give full time. Otherwise, even with my wife, my kid and all, right? I keep running around so much, which shouldn't be done actually. I don't know why. There's no point in doing that.
Maybe you should do meditation.
Yeah, true. That's now I understand why people, when they're aging slowly, they get into meditation, focus time and all that.
Right. So, Sriman, I wanted to take a step back and go back to the earnings part of it. So, we have not touched upon the brand deals per se, and the breakup of the revenue that we were speaking in the other part of the segment, right? We spoke on income. What are the sources of income? Don't reveal the number, but just give us understanding of the maybe percentage of overall. Say, assuming 1 lakh is coming in, what percentage of it is coming from where?
Right.
Yeah.
You mean brand deals?
Brand deals, and I want to also understand percentage of each of the other buckets. Say, ad revenue from your YouTube, which YouTube pays you, things like that.
No, YouTube revenue can actually negate. It's very less.
Very less. Okay.
Very less. And most of YouTubers, at least our generation of YouTubers, make money from brand deals.
Okay.
Good brands pay good.
Okay.
And also, if it is, it also depends on the kind of YouTuber you are, the kind of respect you have.
Okay.
So brands pay well if you're a good YouTuber, if you're a quality YouTuber.
Right.
If they know, if Sriman says something, at least 10 people will buy, they'll put their money on you.
Understood.
It doesn't matter how many followers you have.
Right.
In case brands are not doing this, I think they should do this.
Right.
Because if you put your money on crap,
right,
and not to disrespect, but there are people who do very bad stuff, wrong stuff, and they promote all the wrong things. And if I'm a brand and I'm putting my money on that guy because he's got 1 million followers,
right,
he might reach to many people, but his followers won't buy it first.
Get that.
So your ROI is going there.
Right.
It's going bad. It's a bad investment you're doing.
Right.
And by associating with such a person, your brand image is going to hurt.
Right.
I don't want, for example, let's say in future I make a brand and I put it on a YouTuber who is doing all accidents and doing all these stunts and all that bad way, illegally, like on the public roads and all. I don't want to associate my brand with him.
Right.
And I don't want to pay him much.
Get that. Okay.
I don't want to associate at all. If I want few conversions, but with a respected personality, I would pay him much more.
Right.
Including all the other influencers, I would give him the highest, because when he talks about it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And there is a certain brand for him already. And
Respect.
I would put my money on him, right?
Respect on the way you are telling this,
Talking
right?
about it.
Because it's very, very important on whatever you do. You got to have a very, very basic is your value system.
Yeah.
You got to have that value. Don't do anything just for the sake of money.
No, never do that.
You have to ensure that if you are influencing or in a position of influence, right, you have to ensure that you influence it in the right manner.
Correct.
Like some of the celebrities don't promote good cars, right? Respect to those celebrities because they are leaving money on the table.
Correct.
They could have done it,
Yeah.
right? But then they have their values in place and they say, I don't want to do this because then I'm promoting something which I don't consume.
Right.
I want to only promote those things which I consume.
Right.
And respect to all those influencers and celebrities who actually do this, and respect to you as well. Because I know.
I'm actually proud to say that I don't promote the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Because it feels good when you know that your follower is looking up to you, and you're not promoting or telling that follower who is blindly following you to
Right.
use something wrong that will damage you.
Yeah.
Right.
I still remember one of the conversations that we had together where you were speaking of one of the betting apps approaching you and you said no to them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I went crazy firstly to listen to the amount that you said.
Yeah.
And I, in a heart, thought for a second, and then immediate response in myself was respect, Sriman. Respect to you that you bloody don't care of money.
Yeah.
You think of delivering value to your viewers.
100%. I
Yeah.
mean, it comes back to you. You believe it or not. There is something called karma and all this.
Correct.
You do all the wrong stuff, somewhere or the other, it will hit you.
Right.
Something bad happened to me in the recent times. That means somewhere I've done something wrong.
Yeah.
I believe in that little bit at least.
Right.
Right. And it's not the money always. Money can be earned.
Yeah.
And you don't, unless you're greedy, you cannot earn that much.
Got it.
If you're not greedy for your need, you can earn that much.
Understood.
Aram se.
Understood.
You know you need this much, you're sorted.
Yeah.
The problem, all the stress, all these things happen when you go for greed.
Got it.
You don't need that kind of money, but you're doing it just because you want money and you promote all the wrong things.
Right.
I could have made a lot of money in the last 6-7 years.
So how do you decide on which brand to promote, which brand not to promote? How do you take this call? What do you look at when brands reach you? And if there is any other influencer who's seeing this podcast per se, I want you to highlight those things that they can also pick up learning on choosing the brand that they want to promote.
Yeah. Basically, I get random messages, emails, WhatsApp messages, Instagram from a brand, from PR agencies.
Okay.
There is so and so brand. This is the first step.
Right.
You want to work with us.
Right.
There is so and so brand. What are your commercials?
Right.
First thing is I see what brand is it.
Okay.
What are they doing?
Right.
Are they doing it legally? Do they have all the papers in place?
Right.
GST and all this.
Right.
That means they're doing it legally.
Okay.
Second thing is what product are they selling? Is this useful to me first?
Right.
Is this, if I recommend this, will it be useful to my follower?
Right.
Or is this something useless?
Yeah.
Is this going to take away money from me and them as well? And
Got it.
someone would curse me because I sold this.
Yeah.
I think about all these things in a few minutes.
Got
Do
it.
some basic research about them.
Got it.
Mostly brands know.
Right.
Most brands know this fellow will not promote our product. They know that.
Okay.
They don't
Okay.
come to you.
Okay.
So even the PR agencies are good these days. Brands, they take brands only which are good ones. They
Awesome.
don't take all the, there are PR agencies which take betting apps and all that. There are all types of people in the world, right?
Yeah.
So that's fine. But people who approach me, they know Sriman will not do these kinds of promotions. He'll do certain, he's got some filtering.
Right.
And only those brands approach me.
Right.
And when the brand is good, then I give my commercials. And when both of us are on the same page, if they are also happy, they have the budget, then we go ahead.
Understood.
But always pick a brand which has little credibility, little, at least, even if it's fair new brand, it's fine. But they should be selling a product that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? You shouldn't take their money and just because they're paying, I don't take money from, I'll quote some price to someone. But I also think from when are you there? What are you selling? No, your product might not work. Don't pay me. Let's not do it. You're wasting your money as well. I can just take the money and just say, use this brand and all. But I know he's going into loss.
Right.
So I'll tell them openly.
Okay.
Do you think your product is going to work?
Right.
If they're confident and say, no, you do this, it will work for us. Recently, I did one promotion like that.
Okay.
It is a good thing.
Comfortable to reveal
No.
Okay.
Let's
Cool.
not say that because maybe the brand will not be happy.
Okay.
But recent times I did this and I found it little useful, but not extremely useful for the money they were paying. So I told them, see, to publish your thing on my channel, it will be this much. But do you think you'll get back that money? I'm not sure. Like, no, we are happy with this. We want the word out.
Wow.
If you are confident, I'll do it. I'll tell them.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't want to loot off someone and then be happy with that money, thinking that, I took the money, but their product will not work. How bad it is to feel, right?
Very true.
That I don't do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. So nice of you.
No, I mean, it's happy to take that money. Just be happy with that.
Sure.
But is it worth it? Taking that guilt, it's not worth it for me at least. I'm not saying everyone should be like this, but this is my way of thinking.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. So, if somebody is wanting to start their career as a YouTuber, be it YouTube or Instagram, as an influencer, let me call it, right? What are those things that one should keep in mind? Should they start? Should they not start? At what stage should they start? If you can help speak on those things.
As on date, if someone wants to want to become a YouTuber or an influencer, let's say,
right.
should they start? Are you asking that?
Correct. Should they start? If they start, how do they start?
Okay, in case they want to start, they've decided, they should first understand that firstly they have to have interest, right? They should genuinely be interested in facing the camera,
right?
And then editing. First they have to do their own edit.
Yeah.
All this, they have to take everything into their hands.
Right.
That genuine interest should be there from within,
right.
Not because they saw someone doing it.
Right.
Someone did this and they're successful at that. They're making money. This shouldn't be the criteria in any case.
Got it.
Other businesses as well, or in general life as well, or on YouTube as well.
Right.
You should genuinely like it.
Got it.
Only then you'll survive.
Got it.
Otherwise, do it for 6 months, you'll burn out.
Understood.
Because you'll struggle when you don't have viewership, when you don't have people approaching you,
right?
When you don't have brands. You can't survive long.
Yeah.
They should happen very naturally. You should love doing it. When you do it, you get a smile. Then you do it.
Right.
Otherwise, don't do it. That's the first suggestion.
Right.
So you have all that and you got into it. You want to do it. Then do it. Wholeheartedly you do it. Give full time to it.
Right.
Give in full 100% to it.
Right.
And if you genuinely love doing that and you're doing all the right things, going with the trend, and show what you also feel should be shown,
right,
then things will work out.
Awesome. Okay.
And be genuine.
So here at this stage, one of the biggest things people keep getting stuck, or rather think they will make a lot of money, and will that money come in right away, or when will it come? Will become a question. And hence they keep dabbling around, should I start now or not? What is your recommendation? Should people get into this because of money, or how should they approach starting this?
As in, firstly, do not get into all this if you want to make money.
Okay.
The first criteria, if you're sure you want to make money only, don't get into it.
Okay.
Because there are many other ways you can make money than doing this.
Okay.
Easier ways.
Okay.
This is a gamble. You can be successful, you can't.
Okay.
You might not be.
Right.
But for sure, I can tell you, you do something else. You sell Pani Puri, you can make 50,000 per month.
Right.
For sure, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
This one you ask me, I can't tell you. It might be a failure also.
Right.
But if you have that passion and you really enjoy doing it, you don't give up so easily.
Right.
Then you will see money in it.
Understood.
That's there.
Understood. So people should not think of this
don't get
from
into
a money making point
money.
of view.
No.
If money making is a core agenda, then get into the business or get into something else.
Get into money making business. Don't get into influencing.
Yeah, I think that's rightly put. Get into money making business.
But if you're doing this only out of passion,
right,
it will not survive long.
Yeah.
Because you should also make money, right?
Correct.
So that thought should also be there in your head.
Okay.
That I'll do all this, but at the same time, I'll create something that gives money as well.
Right.
Which is where you start some other business attached to this.
Right.
When I was doing all these things, my mom was like, job, get a job. One day, my article came in Deccan Chronicle.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't knew this. Tell me more.
Yeah, so Deccan Chronicle happened. I was in Hyderabad Times front page.
Wow.
About passion about riding and making videos and all.
Awesome.
That. So I took that in the morning. I woke up, I went down, there was a paper, I saw myself. Okay, I mean, I know it's going to come, but I don't know exact date that day.
Right.
But it was like a surprise that day. I went. First, mom got up. First, I gave it to her. Read the newspaper, I said.
Right.
Because she was always like, he's doing nothing, he's not getting a job, he's at home. I said, I gave it. she doesn't know that YouTube is such a thing and we are influencing people and all that.
Right.
She saw that and she's like, she read my name, Sriman Kotaru from Hyderabad, so and so, passion source high, something like this nice article they wrote on full big page of Hyderabad Times. She saw that and she said, very nice, excellent, oh my god, you're on the paper, good, but you get a job. It comes back
Even
there.
at that stage.
This is nice, but it will be nicer if you do a job in this as well.
Yeah. My mom still
Now
says,
she understands, like since the last 4 or 5 years, she knows. When people started coming home to meet, and then she saw all that excitement, and the way she saw me happy and all, now she's fine.
That's
But
nice.
I think somewhere she'll be happier if I do a job now as well.
So my mom still has that exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
I mean, nothing wrong in that because they were also conditioned that way.
They want us to be in a comfortable position because she knows I was working hard for the job itself. When I'm working for myself, then I will put double effort. And she says, why do you want to take that much stress and all that? So she wants me to be, do the job, feel comfortable, take care of kids. That's the mindset there.
But I mean, for your position, and you have talent, you have skill, you did a lot of things. You came to a position, certain position in your life. So you shouldn't worry. If this doesn't work out, this question shouldn't come.
Correct.
First of all, you have the dedication and passion, which I see. So no questions in that. Worst case, if that doesn't happen as well, you are talented. You will get everything you want again.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's what I told myself. In fact, and
it's a calculated risk which you're taking. True. It's not just a risk. Like me. What I did was totally risky.
I was very clear. Ki I will do it for sure. In fact, 2 of my ex-bosses also called me and do you know how much did you lose? I'm like, I didn't spend anything yet when I still didn't start anything. Then they told me lost opportunity. Right?
Opportunity
if you were in the job, you would have had this into number of months. I'm like, oh.
But it's not money only for this life.
Correct.
I totally
now they understand. In fact, I am still in touch with all my ex-bosses. They understand what I'm doing and they say they give all the support. All of that is there. So I was like kind of asking in the middle, right? When did you realize influence or influencer has this power? As in you started your YouTube journey, the first video you took from the back of that vehicle, Benelli. But in the process, when did you actually realize that this has this power?
I didn't even know till a brand told me. They approached, I think there was one brand I don't want to name in the beginning, whom I was interested in first. They were making some seats and all for the bike. I approached them and I told them, bro, I make YouTube videos. I get like 10,000 views and all of my followers are like bikers. So you are making bike seats. I would like to have one bike seat. Send it to me. I'll showcase in the video. He was so like, he didn't want to send it for free. You buy it, he's saying. No, I'm saying we'll have a barter system where you give me the product. I will show it on the video, which is genuinely useful. Your product is nice. And then people might buy it because I'm showcasing, and a lot of people have the problem with the seat. So your seat provides comfort, which many bikers need. So we are promoting a good thing. All you have to do is give me a bike seat for free.
Got it.
No, you have to buy. Then negotiations happened. Then slowly said, I'll give you a discount code. I'm not saying that he's bad because he also didn't know that time. Now he knows, but that time he didn't know. So he was also not educated in this field. And then finally he sent it for free.
Got it. Okay.
After so much of negotiation, I still have the conversations. But I remember how difficult it was to crack that.
Right.
Then after he got sales, he got interested. This is working out. Then he told me, I'll do an affiliate thing for you. I'll send you 2 more for free. And then you promote it, and whenever there's a sale, I'll give you an affiliate amount, something like that. We did that.
Oh, nice.
Little bit. Still, I didn't understand the influence power. because he didn't give me the numbers how many he sold and all.
Okay.
I thought maybe 2-3 people are buying.
Right.
But later when we got in deal with Mama Earth,
Okay.
they proved how much power an influencer has. They told me, Sriman, you do this, we'll pay you this much. And that's how it started first with them. They were also in the beginning, really need to appreciate them because 2016, 2017, we both started together.
Okay.
Now they're a 10,000 crore company. But I remember Varun Ghazal, the founder.
Yeah.
We started together.
Right.
I was in YouTube and they were there. But everyone is happy in their own thing.
Right.
I'm happy doing this, they're happy doing that. I would be extremely happy if I was that, but why too fake? But the thing is, we all of us started together, but I'm very happy to see where they are now.
Great.
And when they pitched in and when we started promoting their products, we saw the growth they had. They are built so much on influencer marketing.
Yeah, I think
totally.
I think there should be a case study around it. People still say on the beauty side, Mama Earth is built on the influencer marketing
100%.
itself.
I think 90% though.
In fact,
I will guarantee.
The stock market also there was this up and down, and they were probably because influencer game was not working at that stage for them.
Right.
And
no, everything saturates at a point, right?
Right. Yeah.
So after listening to so much of Mama Earth, people want to try new things as well, not only Mama Earth. So people also shift to new things. That happens all the time.
So probably last couple of questions before we close, right, Sriman?
Yeah.
What's in the future for Sriman?
I don't think like that. I just go with the flow.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it ruins your present if you start thinking, what should I do in the future? I have certain, in the back of my mind I have, but I don't think too much about it.
Right.
I take it like one day at a time.
Okay.
Today I'll do this. Pradeep say we'll do this.
Right.
Tonight we'll sleep happily.
Okay.
Tomorrow we'll think about tomorrow. But I want to see myself here in future.
Right.
Obviously in terms of finances and all.
Yeah.
I want to sort myself out.
Right.
So that there's zero debt, all zero things, and I have something to be excited about.
Yeah.
So not money all the time for me.
Right.
Money is one part, major part, but also very important part is about what next. What will I look up to?
Right.
To get up in the morning and be excited about.
Got it.
What is that? That is what I'm searching now.
Right.
Next big thing that I would be excited to run after.
Right.
That's what I'm looking at.
So do we get to see Sriman doing some other content, not just vlogs?
Yeah, I want to explore that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that's on your head?
I was thinking about podcasts actually.
Awesome.
Because I'm enjoying this process. But it's always people interviewing me. I want to interview people. So I couldn't see myself doing that. But I think slowly doing these things, I'm getting comfortable in these chairs with the mics and this kind of 3 camera setup.
Got it.
With the lights and all that.
Got it.
Maybe I want to explore this later.
I think you already did it in the beginning of this conversation. Try attempting.
Yeah, with you, little bit. And I've done like random podcast style videos. For example, I pick up the camera, I vlog. But if you are here with me and you're a founder, for example,
right.
I do a podcast style of a video, but it's not like this formal setup.
Oh yeah.
I just randomly ask questions, which is more informal, and people open up more as well in that.
Right.
Because it's an informal setup than sitting like this, with a table and chair. Right?
I think I saw 1 or 2 videos of yours like that.
With Ghazal I did, for example.
Okay.
She came home, and very randomly we started having a conversation.
Yeah. Got it.
So that was like a podcast, but not a formal setup.
Understood.
Then I felt good. This conversation was good.
Right.
Why not do it more?
Right.
So then I did it with the recent EV company owner.
Okay.
His name is, I think, I forgot his name. It's
Bhavesh.
Bhavesh. No, not him. Here, local.
Okay.
Grafton, there is a company,
Achha.
EV company of Hyderabad.
Okay.
Who are doing a great job actually.
Okay.
Impressive.
Nice.
Yeah, in the EV space. So we did something with him. That was also like a podcast style.
Awesome.
I really enjoyed doing that.
Right.
That informal style of podcast.
Right.
But I was thinking, will it interest me if I sit like this in a formal setup and interview someone?
Right.
I think I'm liking it.
Sure.
Because it's always nice to learn new things from new people.
Right.
And especially people who are successful and all that.
Yeah.
And also unsuccessful ones, I want to do that.
Yeah. Failure stories are very important.
Failure stories are also good.
Yeah.
So I want to do both.
Correct.
If I do.
Right.
But I'm still gauging my interest. It'll take some time.
Sure.
But maybe this is one thing. And like I told you, I'm also interested in talking about current issues.
Sure.
Not current affairs, but current issues, like maybe both are same, but what I'm trying to say is I want to create awareness. For example, these betting apps and all that things are happening, the scams,
Right.
or digital arrests and whatever, all the cyber crimes which are happening.
Right.
One issue. I want to talk about those things and create more awareness.
Right.
Or let's say traffic sense, for example, traffic issues that's happening. You don't need infrastructure. First, you need sense.
Yeah.
How to drive.
Right.
Then, if there is good roads, that gets better.
Got it.
So all these issues I want to start talking about,
Sure.
which will make sense and which will add value to the society.
Sounds good.
Something like that. So that is one interest, and the podcast is also one interest.
Awesome.
I'll have to explore more.
Got it.
But yeah, I want to move from here. 2.0 will do.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think of moto vlogging as a career or influencing game if somebody is starting now? Is that space still there? Do you think there is a future for that moto vlogging?
As in, since last couple of years, I'm seeing that it's going down.
Okay.
But again, it is interesting now because it seems to be flat now. It's not going down more. It's come to a certain level, but it might go up in future is what I feel.
Okay.
Might. I'm not sure about it.
Right.
It's in a tricky position right now.
Right. Right.
There is a chance it might go up.
Right.
Higher chance.
Right. So people say that YouTube's gonna take more share of TVs, the regular dish, all of that, right? What is your take on that?
I think it's already taken.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, most of the houses that I go, I see there is internet TV.
Right.
I mean,
Smart
YouTube.
TV. Smart TV, yeah.
YouTube, Netflix, all the OTTs,
right,
all this.
Right.
And there is very less of, Gemini TV or ETV, the typical, the conventional channels that I see.
Yeah.
So I think it's already there. Maybe 50% is already there.
Possible,
OTT.
yeah. And then depends on the tier of market again. Probably at this point in time,
metros.
tier 1 of India has moved to this, I think, because looking at my kid, when I ask this question and I think of my kid at home, right? Naturally, when they touch remote, YouTube is by default their destination. They don't get into some other platform.
Right. Yeah.
They open YouTube first.
Yeah. At my house, there's no other connection. There's only YouTube.
Okay.
There's only the smart TV basically.
Right.
Only YouTube, Netflix, and all this.
Yeah. Because I can relate to my kid and my sister's kid both.
Right.
They naturally move towards YouTube.
Yeah. If I go to my parents' place, then I see that there is channels.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. My parents. They
but
still
even then, it's like 50% of YouTube and 50% of channels.
True. Very true. Yeah. So, Sriman, you are in this stage where a decent following is there. Do we get to see you in the silver screen?
I mean, it doesn't matter if you have a decent following and all that.
Right.
It's all about your talent also and having good connections to be on the silver screen.
Yeah.
And most importantly, your interest, which I'm not interested in.
You're not interested.
I'm not a guy who can act.
Oh, Sriman doesn't want to come onto silver screen.
I mean, don't know what future holds.
Okay.
But as of now, if someone asks me, I'm not interested.
Okay.
Because first thing, I don't know, I can't act.
Yeah.
Maybe I can't act. And I'm very bad at script.
Okay.
Even now, when brands give me a script, Sriman say this, say that, I can't. I'll tell them, naturally, I'll talk whatever I want.
Right.
If you tell me to follow this certain line, I can't.
Okay.
I'll try to be close, but I can't directly say that.
Right.
Actors, real actors, they have that skill.
Right.
They can say it out so nicely with that emotion and all that.
Right.
So that's next level.
Yeah. What's your take on the content creation part on the comedy side of the genre? Sometimes people take the comedy to the next extreme.
Right.
Something that recently happened on Samay Rana show, the Ranveer and Samay Rana. Ranveer spoke something else. While I admire Raj Shamani and Ranveer in terms of podcasters, right? I watched both of these guys very, very a lot actually.
Right.
But then after this thing that came out his mouth, which was not something that I would expect
True.
from someone that I admire.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us expect that. Let's say someone follows me so dearly and they didn't expect me to promote something or say something like that in public. obviously they'll be disappointed.
Right.
For me, I look up to someone so greatly.
Right.
Let's say Linkin Park, for example, I'm like mad about them.
Yeah.
And then the main guy, who is my
Right.
Shinoda, he says something very bad. Then definitely I wish that wouldn't happen. This kind of
Yeah.
thinking would come.
Right.
And also, it's not like I'm not supporting it or not encouraging or discouraging that part.
Right.
But it happened. All things happen in this world.
Right.
Mistakes happen. And I think it should be let go on.
Yeah.
We should move on from there.
Right.
It happened. A lot of bad things keep happening every day as we speak now.
Right. Right.
But all of these things they go unnoticed. This was on social media and he's a personality, so it was overblown. He shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have said that. I don't know why did he say that at that moment.
Yeah.
And it happens, it's just like a spark, that moment and that atmosphere. You might tend to say something that you
Right.
didn't want to say. I'm
Right.
pretty sure if he sees his own video, I'm pretty sure he might be thinking, why the F did I say this?
Right. Right.
Why? Who made me say this? He might be thinking this in his head.
Yeah.
It's not like consciously he might have said that. I try
Right.
to, I would like to believe that.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. On the comedy side of things, right? Do you enjoy looking at that genre on YouTube?
As in that kind of genre?
Yeah.
We are talking
Something
about
that Samerana does, going slightly extreme.
Everything has a different audience.
Okay.
Some people enjoy my kind of content. Some people enjoy very exciting, like talking loud kind of content. So everyone has different type of audience.
Right.
Maybe that has an audience. That's the reason it's such a hit. Right,
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
country. I don't know that show till these things happen. Most of us don't
I
know
never
it.
know.
Yeah.
I never knew.
Yeah.
When I actually got to know about this,
The controversy made it big.
Yeah, and then people were telling some people pay to watch it. I'm like,
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
is there. Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
Why
No, it is there.
pay and watch that stuff?
True. But like I said, for everything there is a consumption.
For me, YouTube has always been a educational,
Yeah.
more to learn
Right.
kind of a platform.
Yeah.
In fact, if you open my YouTube feeds and see, it's largely most of the podcasters or somebody kind of telling some sort of a thing which you might want to hear and learn. That's the kind of feed that I used to get. But the day I realized there is this side of the world, I'm like,
No, it is there.
"Oh."
I know this since beginning.
Right.
Not this particular show, but I know that such things exist in the world, and that's the beauty of the world as well.
Yeah.
It's all different. Everyone is different. Some enjoy only educational like you.
Yeah.
Some enjoy other entertainment like me.
Right.
Some enjoy riding a bike for 1,000 kilometers, which is stupid for some. They think it's so risky. What is he doing?
Yeah, yeah.
So everyone has their own way of enjoying things. That's
it.
fine, and that's the beauty of world.
Got it.
If everyone is same, it's so boring.
Yeah.
If everyone watches podcasts,
Right.
if everyone watches educational content, it's so
Yeah.
boring, right?
True.
There
true,
should be all these
true.
things.
Yeah.
But some things go like that, like it's gone out of hand.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fine.
Fair
Mistakes, accidents happen. No one plans for it.
Right. So, Sriman, probably the last question. One piece of advice that you would give to anyone starting their career now,
In general,
in general.
not for YouTube or influence.
In general.
Learn as much as possible before
Right.
starting anything.
Yeah.
I think you should learn, educate yourself, invest in before investing into mutual funds and all that. That comes later, but invest in yourself.
Right.
If you give money to learn something, give it.
Yeah.
That's an investment.
Right.
This is the advice I heard somewhere else, which made lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
So I thought this is something we should tell others as well.
Right.
Because a lot of places I did not invest in myself to learn something.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I think if I would do that, I would be at a much better place.
Got that.
So always invest in yourself, learn as much as possible. You keep learning till the
Yeah.
end of your life.
Learning is constant.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
constant.
one has to keep learning it.
Yeah.
For me, the whole coming in front of camera, this whole video thing, video editing, all of this is very, very new.
Right.
Honestly, I spent solid time
Yeah,
learning.
it's a jump directly
Yeah.
from corporate, right, for you. And for me also, even though you are taking my interview, I'm learning from this.
Got it.
What are the things going around?
Right.
What do you have to say about
Yeah.
your stuff?
Right.
All this is learning.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do with all of this, but it's better than doing nothing. keep learning.
Learning, definitely, as we keep speaking about compounding and investment, learning has that impact.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Subconsciously, you'll be at a stage where it doubles or triples at a point in time.
Right.
Yeah.
And it helps exercise your brain.
Correct.
Learning.
Correct.
It has scientific evidence which says that your neurons and all work better. The electrical impulses always fire up more when you're learning.
Right.
It's like putting new food for it.
Yeah, yeah. And one piece of advice for someone wanting to start this YouTube or influencer as a journey, whether it is fresher or someone like me being in corporate and starting this.
It's hobby. It can be a hobby.
Okay.
It can be a passion.
Right.
But you need to have certain level of interest to get into it. Like I said before, you should enjoy doing it, not because someone else is doing it.
Right.
You genuinely like doing it, you do it.
Great.
Simple.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It was great having you on the show,
Same
Sriman.
here. This much, I mean, we spoke for almost 3 hours, I guess.
Yeah.
Now you will have
More
the
than
fun
3 hours
part
rather.
of editing it.
More than 3 hours we spent.
More than 3 hours, right?
Yeah. Thanks, Sriman.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
Pradeep.
being
We'll meet
here.
in the gym again, in the community.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hello. Thank you so much.
Thank you.